Hi everybody, David here from Living Tech. Today I'm doing an unboxing and review of PIXEL's 19-inch ring light for videography and photography. So if that's interesting to you, please stick around and I will try and get you out in less than 8 minutes. I sometimes like to do a fast forward through the unboxing process just to give you a feeling of what you're actually going to get and how you're going to get it. As you can see, there are tons of accessories, really everything you need to get started. The two remotes are really nice standout features, and then just a bunch of other connectors to help you in the process of using this light. I also put these manuals because if you're to pause the video, you can actually read all of the pages that I'm showing there. So hopefully this is more useful than it is disorienting, but there it is. So the first thing we're going to do is to plug the device in to power it on. So we take the 110 volt AC cable, plug it into the transformer, take the other end, 15 volt DC, plug it into the light, and plug the 110 volt into the receptacle. Turn the light on. Now we're all set to go. Each light can be assigned to a different group, so pressing the left hand button on the control panel allows you to change between the groups. The next button allows you to set between 1, 25, 50, 75, and 100% intensity. The third button allows you to set the group that you're going to control, and this allows sort of a master-slave control of the parameters of not only your light, but all the other lights using the same communications channel. Although I pressed the button, I didn't actually have a slave light present, so here I'm just controlling this light. The color temperature goes from 3000 to 5800 Kelvin, and the light intensity from 1 to 100%. And the rightmost button is to change the wireless communications channel from 1 to 48. You just use the scroll dial after pressing the button. The factory default for the starting color temperature is 8000, which is beyond the range of this light. So you just dial it down and it starts to synchronize once it's within the 3000 to 5800 Kelvin range. One really nice attribute of this is once you learn how to control the light from its control panel, you know how to control it from the remote because they share the same interface. Here's a close-up of the remote. Both the light and the remote have the same bright blue LCD screen, which is super easy to read. Here I've turned it over. I'm just adjusting the brightness of the light with the quick brightness adjust button from 1 to 25 to 50 to 75 to 100% and back to 1%. The previous ring light that I reviewed was identical, but it didn't have the remote at the time, and it also didn't have this Bluetooth shutter control remote. This has two buttons. The top one is for iOS, the bottom one is for Android. So you turn it on with the button on the right, and then on your phone you'll see AB Shutter 3, and that is this device. So all you do to connect it is to select that on your phone, and you're good to go. And here's me taking a picture using it. Okay, so this is pretty cool. Many of you who have an iPhone will have noticed that when you are in camera mode and you press the volume button, it takes a picture. It's really handy if you're doing selfies or something like that. So this Bluetooth remote is interesting because when it is in camera mode, it takes a picture. When it's not in camera mode, it does a volume up. So basically the Bluetooth device is sending a volume up signal. And here I'm setting up the included stand and affixing the ring light onto it. The kit comes with an iPhone standoff and an iPhone holder. The holder has a quarter 20 on the bottom, screwed the standoff into the holder, and here you can see the cold shoe adapter that is screwed into the bottom of that. So we slide the cold shoe into the cold shoe mount and tighten that down. And the reason for the mount is that it allows the iPhone camera to be situated in the center of the ring. The holder is such that it can be oriented in either landscape or portrait mode, and I've chosen portrait here. The camera on the back of the iPhone is a better camera than the one on the front, so that's why I've got the screen pointed backwards. You know, if you want to make sure you're in frame, you can just flip the phone around and, you know, it's going to be easier to use that way. But I prefer the better result. So here I'm using the remote just to change the color of light. I'm going to change the light intensity here. Now I'm going to set it at 25%, I think at 3000 Kelvin. Picture with the Bluetooth remote, another picture, and that's what the pictures look like. Here I'm demonstrating the group function. I'm changing the light intensity and the color temperature of two lights with one remote at the same time. And here I'm showing that not only from the remote, but right on one of the devices in a group, I can control all of them by changing one of them. There's so many accessories here, I thought I'd give a little bit more detail on some of them. By loosening the screw on the back of the iPhone holder, you can switch between portrait and landscape modes. This ring light also comes with an iPad mini holder, which is really convenient. And last but not least, it also comes with a ball head that you can use instead of the standoff. And this lets you orient the camera at different angles. Okay, I'm going to give you my final thoughts, and it's going to be quick because I pretty much covered all of this in the video. But the color temperature range from 3000 to 5800, that's all I ever use, so it was perfect to me. 100K increments, I think that's pretty standard among lights, so neither a plus nor a minus, I guess. The light intensity being variable from 1 to 100% in 1% increments, I found with lights before, they don't all go down to 1%. So that was super great. Very happy with that. If you're looking at the technicalities, it has a color rendering index of 97 plus and television light consistency index of 99 plus. I think each of those over 95 mean that you don't have to worry about color correction in post. The thing that I loved about this kit was it comes with everything. It comes with a case, it comes with a stand, it comes with an iPhone holder, it comes with an iPad holder. Sorry, I mean a mobile phone and a mobile tablet holder. A standoff so you can get the mobile phone's camera in the center of this ring. It comes with a little pivot head, you know, that's like the head on the top of your tripod. So all of that stuff is included. It comes with two remotes, one to control the lights or groups of lights actually, and the other remote, a Bluetooth remote to control the shutter on your iPhone. So all of that is great. And the price on this is US $137.99, which I think is about 189 Canadian or 124 euros. And you know, price is a personal thing, but for me, for what I was getting, which is essentially everything I expected, to me that was a really good value for the money. But again, that's up to you to decide. The only con I could come up with was that the remote control for the lights, it doesn't turn off automatically. So I ended up running one of my remote batteries almost down to the bottom in just a few weeks. I'm not sure if that's just my remote maybe or all of the remotes, and I haven't really thought of a reason that they did that purposely, but they may have. I might have just missed something there. But anyway, that's my feeling about the whole thing. I actually really like this light, and I have and will continue to use it. So that's it. If you like this video, please don't forget to click like and subscribe to our channel if you want to see more videos like it, and hit the notifications button too if you want to be notified of when we upload new videos. Anyway, thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Time for some final thoughts. Hang on, I have a cool idea. What? I thought that was cool.